Hello everyone, and this is Misfit, back with more Kerbal Space Program for the co-op guys. So let's get back into this game. So last time we managed to achieve a suborbital flight, our first in this playthrough. We're going to do a little bit more than that. In fact, I'm going to try and get 2 goals in 1 with this one. So we just unlocked our gimbaling engines, so allow us some control whilst we're flat, whilst the engines are firing. We got some larger boosters. We might use them. I don't know. They're quite powerful though. And we got our Separatrons, which are kind of cool. If I didn't say so myself, we also got some aerodynamic nose cones, some winglets. These both helps to. This stops it slowing down. I'm not entirely sure how useful these things are. The winglets help stabilize the ship, and radial decouplers, which work similarly to the stack decouplers, except they work radially. So let's start building a new ship. I don't plan to be filming all of the crafting, but since we've got some new components, let's just show this off. So let's see. Let's call it the Munar Slingshot. So our goal with this mission. We hope to actually achieve an orbit around Kerbin, and hopefully we'll actually be able to get an orbit around the moon as well. So let's sort the command pod first. So we need our parachute. We don't have the radio ones yet, so that one will have to do. Let's get our science. So we'll go for 3 again. Or maybe we only need 2. No, let's go for 3. We might be able to get... because you get science depending on where you take your measurements from. So basically I took one from the launch pad out there before. We took one from the upper atmosphere of Kerbin. We took one in space around Kerbin as well. I don't think we'll get one... well, we might get one for... Yeah, okay. Because you get one for low orbit around Kerbin and one for high orbit around Kerbin. So we should be able to get both of them. Well, we already got one, so we just need to get the high orbit around Kerbin, and then we can save those 2 for the same ones around Moon as well. And let's get a couple of transmitters on here again. We don't have any batteries, so we're going to have to play this smart and try and send... if we need to send stuff, we'll send it while we're burning. Let's just remember to do that. We're going to have more opportunities to do it this time, hopefully, if we get if this mission goes well. We're more likely than not it won't. So okay, so we want... let's go for the gimbaling engine here. That'll give us some control of direction. So this stage, hopefully, will be the one that actually gets us around the moon and back. And let's get a stacked coupler as well. Pop that there. Up you get. Now what do we want? We want another engine, I guess. Another liquid engine. 2. And we'll go for 3. So we'll put that, and we'll use our gimbaling engine as well, because we're going to use our radial decouplers. So how many do we want? We want 4. All or nothing. We're going to go for 6. Let's get our girders on here as well. We don't necessarily need the girders, but I like to have these things spaced out a bit sometimes. So we'll put the girders just to keep our new boosters away from the center of the ship. And here's our new boosters. Boom! These things are big. I don't know if this is actually gonna... if these burn longer than the... oh no, actually, you know what? I've got an idea. Okay, so let's actually lower these a bit, because last time we had the entire spacecraft resting on the engine and it broke off before we were able to use the darn thing. So let's have it sitting on the boosters. Pretty soon we won't have to worry about that too much. Okay, so we got that. I don't know if this is going to shear things apart, but whatever. Separatrons! So here's our little separator rockets. Let's get them pointing the right way though. Like that. Okay. Boom. So they're in the wrong spot though. We want them up here. Like that. And let's get that is that the bottom engine? Yeah, we're gonna save that for when we get higher. So much else I need to add to this thing actually. This might be good. This might be a bit spindly. I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. So anything else I can add? Oh yeah, aerodynamic nose cones. Oh, we can't because we've got the plastic things on there. Actually, the way these are right now, I don't like the way they are right there. So let's put them on the side. Gonna put them there, and there. We're gonna put them there. So let's put them up there. So that should decouple, and the Separatron should push the boosters away from the spacecraft. In theory. No idea if it's going to work. I don't know. Also, we don't have the gimbling rocket, so we're going to have no control. This could end badly. Okay, but let's just to help stabilize things a bit, we're going to use some winglets. So I'll put some there, and put some there. So, and now we can put our aerodynamic. Oh god, that looks big, but it's not. Bam, there we go. Alright, mirror slingshot. Let's see who we got in the barrel today. Not you, Jebediah. We had Kenford Kerman. Neil Trey is alive? Interesting. Well, Neil Trey, you're back. And you're in for a rough ride by the looks of it. If Neil Trey turns out to be kind of like a bad egg, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Okay, so our Lunar Slingshot mission is on the pad. I don't know about this one, guys, honestly. Throttling up. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Oh, these boosters are much more powerful than the last one. The last ones. I think the winglets are helping. I don't know. I don't know why it's spinning like this. But we are going straight up, which is an improvement. Definitely an improvement. I am actively trying to help keep this thing going straight now. Those boosters are going to run out pretty soon. Oh god, stop spinning, will you? Oh, this is getting out of control. Once we get rid of these boosters and we ignite the gimbling engine, we should get control back. Oh god, this thing is spinning so fast. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Cut it. Yep. Now, ditch them. Now. Woo! And let's ignite the engine. There we go. Oh. Okay, so we're already at 13 kilometers up. That's a good time to start arcing over here, so that we can actually get some height. How's our speed? Our speed is falling. No, we're holding steady. We're holding steady now. Okay. Let's toggle our FCS so that we can stay straight about here. Okay, that was scary. But it just about worked. See, that's the danger of boosters, is they fire, but you can't really control where they're going to go. So what's our height, our apoapsis going to be now? We're at 29. Something that's actually quite interesting as well. Let me just get this up here. You can actually control the spacecraft from this view as well. Our angle is a little low there. I want to bring that. That's this thing here on the nav ball. That tells you where you're heading, and right now we're heading a bit too shallow, so we want to raise that up a bit because we're 40 seconds away from our apoapsis. We want to bring that up. So we're let's just bring that up. so we're kind of fighting the atmosphere here. $50, okay, we're doing alright. What's our fuel like? Right, we're almost ready to ditch this stage, I think. Not sure if we're going to make it to Mun. But we were going to make it somewhere. We might achieve high orbit around Kerbin, I don't know. 80 kilometers, we're going to get up to about 100. We're going to have to ditch this stage now. There goes that. Let's detach that and fire our second engine. Whee! Let's bring that back over here. I think we raised that up enough now. And 110. Close enough. Alright, so now we're actually going to achieve orbit, hopefully. So let's bring this around. Bring this back. So we want to get, and we're definitely in space now, the music has kicked in. 113, 107. Let's try and circularize this a bit. 108, 114, 103, 119. That was the wrong way. Oops. 113, 108. Just swapped. Stop that. That's close enough. Okay. Alright. So we got our maneuver plotted. Now let's get you facing in the direction we're going. Now our maneuver is we're going to be burning for 43 seconds. Okay. Looks like we're not going to the moon. No surprise there. We're not going to the moon for this one, but we're going to see if we can get a high orbit and then maybe crash back down. Get some, at least get some science for this. Actually, I wonder if we take one of these now. We do get a little bit of science. Okay, let's keep that. Neil Trey, this is your first time in space, buddy. Get yourself an EVA report. Nothing new. Oh, and guess what? I just lost a maneuver. Crap. Well, we're gonna have to do this manually then. And we're operating from memory, so we've now ignited our little engine. You see it? It moves. It's pretty hard to tell. The direction of the flames coming out of it moves whenever I turn the ship. That's because it's the nozzle of the engine is moving about to help, like, move the ship about. Oh, we're actually getting there. Oh, you can see our orbit's changing. Soon as it pops around. Yep, 100, 159. Okay, that could have been better. I did do it manually, so give me a break. Let's see if we can. 157, 187. No. Okay. Well, we're in space. What more do you want? We're in orbit. We are not going to crash down anytime soon. We have how much fuel? We have just under half a tank. So we're in space, we're in orbit. Our first ship to actually achieve orbit. Lunar Slingshot, terribly named vessel though. We're never going to reach the moon unless, let's just see, out of curiosity, how much thrust do we need to get to the moon? Now this is how you basically get to any astronomical body in your solar system. You plot a maneuver, and then you stretch your orbit around one body so that it matches up with another. And then you can move things around, but it gets a bit trickier when you're in the map trying to do that. And what you would do is something like this, where if I was to, on this side of Kerbin, let me get a closer look, if I was on this side of Kerbin, and I burned this way, the orbit would extend enough where I would have an encounter with the moon. And we're going to do that. I just decided we're going to do that. We're going for the moon, because we're not going to actually land on it. We're not going to, might not even be able to orbit it much, but we're going to get some science from it. Because what will probably happen is that this is our rough trajectory after our encounter. I don't know if it's exactly what's going to happen, but we might just make this. So, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're ballsy. So, this maneuver isn't for another 23 minutes. We're not going to wait for 23 minutes. We're going to time warp. So let's just get our ship facing in the direction that we're going to be burning in, which is there, right towards the camera. Fantastic. Alright, so now that we're facing there, let's turn our SES off because we might need some of that, and then speed up time a little bit. So we're going 10 times faster. Let's go up to 50. Just waiting for that to get down to maybe about a minute. Okay, let's speed up a bit more. 2, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now we're on the far side of Kerbin. And we're gonna go we're aiming for the moon. Oh, I'm spinning out of control. Why am I doing that? I don't wanna do it. Turn the SES on. Okay. So our burn is about 20 seconds, and the way the burn calculation is worked out, that if you increase your speed at this exact amount, at this exact place, then this orange line is going to be where you're going to go. But because you can't possibly thrust that amount in such a small space of time without blowing your ship apart, you kind of need to burn early in order to counteract that. So it says we're burning for 20 seconds. We actually want to burn at T minus 10 and then burn to T plus 10 seconds. So let's let's see how this goes. We'll speed up time a little bit just to get to 10 seconds. There we go. So in 10 seconds from now, we're going to burn towards the moon, and we're going to watch what happens from here. And 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! Keeping on this fuel. I don't know if we've got enough for this, but we're doing it anyway. And there's our orbit expanding out. Our apoapsis is reaching out towards the moon. 4, 3. Let's slow ourselves down so we can fine-tune this and save some fuel. And oh, did we miss it? Nope. There we go. Cancel that maneuver right now. Okay. So, what's this telling us? We're going to get out to the moon in about 3 hours. We're going to... The closest we're going to get is 1,000,000 meters from the moon as it passes by, and then we're going to escape from the moon, and we're going to be headed back to Kerbin. So, well, Neil Trey, you may actually have a successful voyage here. He doesn't look too impressed. I don't know how worried he was about the whole thing, but we may have a successful mission on our hands here. So, review data, what was that? Yeah, we'll just keep it anyway. So, we are now gaining altitude from Kerbin. At some point we will be... I'll just get rid of that. At some point we'll be reaching the high space we're in Kerbin. I'm guessing it'll probably be about here we'll actually get to that point. We'll take another GOO sample, another crew report, another EVA report. Might be able to transmit some of that back. Probably the crew report, that'll be the only one we really need to do. And then we will have our encounter at the moon. How are we doing for time? It's really hard to tell because I can't count. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so we got a couple of minutes left. Let's just let's speed up time until we get to about here. See you later, Kerbin. We'll be back in about a day. And where is the moon actually? So there's the moon. We're kind of heading in that direction, I think. So we're going to be heading there as the moon comes in from the side. And okay, so we're out here now. So we are 3,000 kilometers away from Kerbin. Let's take a mystery goo sample and see what happens here. Well, in space high over Kerbin, the goo feels right at home here, and that will get us 10 science. So let's keep that. Alright, so we're definitely far enough out. Let's get a crew report too. Crew reporting in from space high over Kerbin. Let's transmit you. And that took a lot of our charge. Now, here's the fun bit. EVA! Oh, look at that angle. Hang on, let's see if we can do this. Oh! I have no idea how to do screenshots, so I'm just going to press all the buttons. Oops! Nope, get rid of that. Okay, so there we go. And now, here's the fun part. Let us let go of the ship. Oh no! And then turn on our jetpack! Woohoo! Yep, we're in space. And he's having a blast, flying about in space in his little Moonwalker style jetpack. Okay, let's make sure we don't drift too far away from the ship. And let's give ourselves an EVA report. Recording your observations about the situation. Fantastic. Pretty sure those things used to be far funnier. Okay. Now here's the challenging part. You get back on the ship. This can be challenging if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, grab it! Grab it! No! No! Turn the jet backpack on. Down. Forward. Up. Okay. Come on. You can do it, Neil Trey. You've come back from the dead. This shouldn't be a problem. Grab. And... oh, no. Grab. What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to be careful because these guys hitting the ship can actually damage it. The physics of the game is a bit odd like that. Ow. Grab! Grab! No! Oh! Okay. Let's try this one more time. Let's come in easy. Slow down a bit. Come on. Grab the ship and board. No. Board. I can't actually change the camera angle very easily. So let's just... although no, that's ruined it. There. Board! No! Come on! There's our fuel. Alright, we've got plenty of fuel to do this. And luckily they don't need oxygen. Excellent. Let's see if we can change this camera angle a bit. Camera free. Is that helping or not? This actually might help. Oh, come on, here we go. And board! Woo! Okay. Ah. Well, that happened. And that's probably the end of the episode, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. That was my heart was racing in that last little segment. That was where he wasn't going to get able to get back on. But we will see you next time when we are going to slingshot around the moon. Bye now.